Anyway folks, welcome back to Mike's Chat. I've been collecting vintage Action Man. Let's have a little look straight after this. Anyway folks, here we go. Remember a few weeks ago I had a few Action Men and a few bits and pieces and bodies and arms and legs, and I bought loads of stuff, and I've been collecting for a few weeks while you've been watching other previous videos and uploading my second film on Vimeo on demand. You can go and see it now, you can rent it or buy it. A sequel to Jack Southeast. Jack Southeast is free to watch on YouTube on my channel, or search on the bar and watch it. The sequel is called MANOR. It's on Vimeo on demand, you can rent and buy it. A link below, and I hope you enjoy it, because it won 5 awards, both won 5 awards in film festivals, and yeah, and it's just a case of I've always wanted to do something, what I wanted to do, and I've done it. So right, let's get back to the topic on the table. Well, it is on the table because I got my old pasting table out, because I needed this to show you my collection. Now, a few weeks ago I was collecting a few bits and pieces here and there, and I had a few figures like you saw, 4 figures and a few bits and pieces I found in the loft. I've still got them, but since then I've been collecting, gradually collecting a few bits and pieces. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy. So first up is the Space Pod, United States. Normally it says G.I. Joe or palitoy, but this one isn't. It's got the space guy inside. If I can open this geezer up. So yeah, it's all inside. Absolutely wicked. It's in there, 100% completed. Got his mask and that. I think this is the G.I. Joe version, because it would have said palitoy at the front, certainly, but like all the, everything's there, what I can see. He's inside, ready to shoot off in space. He's a 60s version, so that's in now, like that. It's pretty good, so I'm pleased with that one. So yeah, that's the old United States old figurine. Pretty good. Let's whack that down now. Then we have the pilot. Pretty good. I've been buying a few Action Men here and there. That still works, the old turning mechanism, so they can fly up and down. I've got his helmet, but I'm trying to do something at the moment with the goggles, the visors and the helmet. So he has got his helmet up in my cupboard up there. And yeah, that's another one I got with the pilot, the blue pilot uniform. So he has got his helmet, so that'll be another video with the helmet and stuff, what I'll be showing you later on in the future. So yeah, that's another one I got. Pretty cool. I'll put him down now. It is hot today folks, it is hot. So and I got the old raft with the propeller. It does work, but I haven't got the batteries, so I can't really show you if it works or not, but believe me, it does. So that's a nice raft, and it's a little twisting mechanism. Hopefully it will push a few Action Men. It's quite heavy, whether or not it will do it. But I haven't had these for ages. I used to collect these ages ago, then I've sold them, now I've collected them, now I've sold them all. Now I've got the 40th, then I've sold it all, and I've kept about 4 or 5 figures like you saw in a few months ago in a video with Superman and Dodgy Leg and all that. Remember that video? So yeah, they're in here, and I've been collecting ever since. So I've been collecting a few bits and pieces. I'm not going to go back into it, but I just wanted to collect a few figures here and there, and then call it quits, which I'm almost calling it quits anyway. So what I've got I'm happy with. I've been repairing a few figures, collecting bits and pieces, getting a few boxes, and yeah, so this is what you see. I might get the odd 1 or 2 more figures, because I've got a couple of uniforms in here, so I want to get them to dress up the uniforms and then call it quits, and that's all I really want to do. I don't want to go massive into it and collect every single one that I did, because I need a massive big cupboard. Like if you see on Tony Analog Toys, he's got almost, or you could say the complete collection of vintage Action Man, and look at that cupboard compared to this little scale. It's nothing. But I did have that lot beforehand, but I sold it all because when you need money you have to sell some stuff. So yeah, that is the raft. Now I've got a bike. It's not Action Man, it's a Cheroleer bike, but it's a do. Can put me German figure in that and a rider on there, so that's pretty good. It does me. It's not a proper Action Man bike, but it will do me. I'm missing the gun on the front, which I think I've got it in here somewhere. I think on the original Action Man there was a, was it a flag? I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is a do me. Pretty cool. And then we had a bit of a grass bit, because I've got an Action Man up there, footballer, and I've got one in the box here, which is the 40th. This is the 40th one, so I've got a footballer in the box, so I can stand him on the grass, but I might keep him in the box because they're really, really good. So this is one of the old 40th Action Man. He's got his football there. Pretty cool. Straight. And there he is. So it's the old footballer in its box, 40th edition. I did collect the 40th, but I sold it all. I didn't really collect the Sportsman, but I thought so, well, while I'm getting a few bits and pieces, I thought I'd collect the footballer, and that's about it. So I did. And I've got an exclusive football kit up there, which they bought out but then had to discontinue it quickly because of some circumstances, but only a few got leaked out, and that's my one up there, what I'll show you in a minute. So that's the old footballer, the old grass verge. Pretty good. So I'll whack that over there. Then we have the helicopter pilot, which I have got his helmet, the green one, for this. I'm doing something with the visors like you see with the blue one, so I've got it up there. So this is that. This is not the glass for that, but I thought I'll get it anyway, so it's a bit of a glass panel for the helicopter, so I've got that. Pretty cool. With the figure inside. Do like the old helicopters. There's a couple you can get. So I'll make that baby there. Pretty good. And we got this Space Rangers. Space Ranger box. This is a copy. I think I showed you last week. I had a bit of a cold. It is well hot today, folks. I tell you, absolutely dripping here. Fans kicking on. It is the Friday, and it is well hot. Probably you're out there thinking, oh bloody hell, you're dripping. And I filmed this like a week ago. So yeah, this is the old Space Ranger, which is pretty cool. I do like his the copy boxes. Yeah, there's my Space Ranger. Pretty good. Cloth cape. Got his helmet on now. That's pretty good. These boxes you can get on eBay, which I've been ordering the odd one or two. So I've got a couple more on the go to come. And I thought, so while I'm collecting the figures, I thought I'll get a couple of boxes. So I've got a couple of them on the way. So let's whack the old box in there. But it goes with that, which is pretty good. That's my old Space Ranger. I did show you that last week, but the camera was a little bit out of focus. Whether or not it's not out of focus today, hope it ain't, because I did focus it. If not, we got some ghostly ghosts in the room. This is an original box, original Action Man, absolute wicked. Still got the stars on it. It's the basic figure. So this come out in the last of the boxes, which is the red kind. There's your basic figure in there. Your basic Action Man. And you've got your pamphlet leaflets there, take away, and that's what you get on a basic Action Man. Just, oh, he died. Stand up. There's your basic figure and your Action Man, so that's what you get on your basic one. Pretty good. So yeah, that is that. Let's pop him back in now. At the moment, 15th of June 2022, vintage Action Man prices are going skyrocketing. That's why I thought, I'll nip in there quick and get some before I can't afford them, because the prices are going up. And that's from the 15th of June 2022. So yeah, stuff in boxes like this, they're going for a lot. Even single figures, just basic single figures like the Eagle Eyes or the the 64 body with the fuzzy heads. They're going for like 30, 40, 50 pound. It's just crazy. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Oh, let's put that down. So that's them figures down. Right. So we have got an original SAS guy, and he has got his head, but I've got to reattach his head. So that is the original SAS guy, and he's got his weapon now. Very good. So it's an original, so I just got to do his head. So yeah, that is that. Pretty good. That's like a key figure, you can say. Eagle eyes. So that's one to repair. This is one of the recent ones I got. It was a Captain Zargon. I really like the space figures, so I got the old Captain Zargon. Recently, I got this, what, 2 weeks ago? So yeah, I like that figure there. It's pretty good. Just missing the visor, which I want to try and do myself. Then we've got Atomic Man. Pretty good. He's got his pump at his heart, and he's got his bionic eye. You can shine a torch through there, and it shines through that eye there. So that's the Atomic Man, or AKA Mike Powers. So that's pretty good. Let's put Zargon down there. There you go, Zarg. And we have another Space Ranger, or Space Captain. So there's his pipe. It's supposed to go on the back somewhere and onto there. So it's got a bit of a lead. So that's another Space Ranger I had. It's not the same boots, but I ordered the boots to come in. But yeah, that's another Space Ranger I got. And we have another Space Ranger. So that is the rubber suit. It's not the actual rubber suit. I made this myself. So next week I'm going to show you how I've done this rubber suit, and show you how I created it. It was a suit on an Action Man. If I peeled it off, it would have torn and destroyed it completely. So I was right, let's make a suit while it's on there. And I took it off and I put it onto this Eagle Eyes Action Man there. So this suit I made myself, and I'll show you next week how I made it with my latex, which I've been making a few bits and pieces. So that suit I made myself. So watch next week for this suit to be made. That's that one. And I had another Space Ranger. So like, yeah, I love these Space Rangers. They're really good. I think that was like almost the end of the line of space stuff, because they're in competition with Star Wars. So yeah, we had a few competition with Star Wars, and at the end of the day, palitoy didn't make it, and Star Wars carried on, and the rest is history. So yeah, so there's me old Space Rangers. I do like a Space Ranger. It's just the suit and the gloves and that. They're trying to do in competition with Star Wars, which it should have caught on. It should have caught on for a little while, but you know, Star Wars is really popular. So yeah, gutted. This is one of the suits what I got, which I want to get a cut of Action Man for. And this is got his police helmet, and he's got his police clothes and boots and stuff. So this is one of the Action Men what I want to try and get. Police clothes and helmet and stuff, and he's got his badges on the collars, and he's got his boots and his red belt. So that's one of the clothes what I want to get. So that's an Action Man I do want to get myself. Then I got a diver with the oxygen mask and his goggles. That's pretty good. He's got his knife at the bottom now, a little knife when he wants to go diving. He's got his oxygen mask at the bottom there, so yeah, that's pretty good. I quite like that. And I think this is like a kit bash I've done myself, but yeah, I just made it into a diver. It's pretty good. Then we got Brutus the dog, which is pretty good. He's missing his chain for his on his neck, but that's old Brutus. I like old Brutus. And then we had the Talking Action Man, Commander. I think this is the first version, which is at the front. So if you pull that, it's a little bit slowish, but it does talk. But you can just make it out that he's, well, we're looking about, what, nearly like 60 years old. Almost 60 years old now, coming up to. But yeah, it's pretty good. I like that, the old talking action man. One of my favourites is a German officer. Pretty good. It's that is a 40th figure. You can tell by the face. From if you got a vintage eagle eyes to a 40th eagle eyes, you can tell the face is absolutely different. So that's how you can tell, all on the back of the body. So I do like that German officer. Pretty good. Got a few bits and pieces like guns and ammunition and weapons and boots and stuff which I want to keep. So that's a keep there. You saw old Superman in a previous video, so that is old Superman now. So dressed up like that, just got the outfit and dressed him up, so that's pretty cool. Then you had a stormtrooper, the old SAS stormtrooper, or German stormtrooper here. Whoop, dropped his gun, caught it in time, pretty cool. There you go. You got his gun there, it's pretty good. If I can hold that in now. Steady. Oh, brittle hands, brittle hands. Yeah, there you go. You got your officer, you got your guard dog, and you got your soldier. And you got the bike. So basically I can have them two in their little bike here, so that can go on there with these two if I want, but I might leave them with his ears because they're pretty cool, and yeah, love it. So there you go, there's your officer and your soldier, like so. There you go, very good. And then we had the Explorer, you can say. I've made it into Explorer. It's got lacy boots there, bearded guy. Explorer, I had a backpack with him and a sleeping bag, sorry. Bit of a, like a thingamajig. Sorry, it's too hot to talk, and it's a bit of a spade shovel so I can go around and stuff. Bit of a light there, he gets lost. Maps, got some maps inside, so that's my old map. So that's the Explorer. Put Brutus there. Grenadier Guard, pretty cool. Lacy boots, absolutely wicked, like that. We got the gun, so that's pretty good for a Grenadier Guard. Let's put him over there next to Mike Powers and move the old SAS head out of the way. That's pretty good. There's the old Grenadier Guard, and he's got his original instructions as well. And that's the original, not the 40th. So that is that. Pretty cool. Wait that over there, Mick. And what do we have here? We got a kind of an officer. Did I have an helmet with this guy? Not his real helmet, but I'll have it like that. But yeah, that's he's a British officer. It's missing a hand. It's got his shoes, and he's missing a like a body strap and a truncheon, like a truncheon-ish. But yeah, there's me British kind of officer. Yeah, pretty good. I think he's missing his tie as well, tie and that. So but yeah, that's almost complete. But yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. And then we had another one, which is another which I've got to rehead. So that would be like that. Oh, his head's gone. His head's gone, people. Come on. Going on. So yeah, that's another one what I would have had. Basic figure, kind of another officer. So yeah, that's that. So that's two heads I've got to repair. And we've got a spare head as well. So that's got to get a body for that. So that'd be pretty good. And we had another one, like kind of a tank kind of commando one. I gave him a bazooka with it, and a few bits, bit of radio and some bits and pieces. So yeah, that's another one. So that's that one. Then we had the British kind of World War I or World War II, you can say. He's got his gun there. So that's that. So that's one of the old British kind of guys. Got his gas mask and his bits on the boots and stuff. So that's like a kind of an army kind of guy. Here we had the old Red Devil parachute guy. Missing his backpack. He's got his parachute there. So that is that. And we had another spaceman. Another spaceman there ready to jet off. That's an original painted head. The blonde painted head version. And that's another spaceman. So you got that one in there, or you got that one inside there. So you got two of them. So pretty cool. So we had one spaceman in there, the blue pilot, the Red Devil 3, another spaceman 4. You had the World War 1 or 2 soldier. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Tank guy 6. The Dodge head number 7. British kind of officer 8. Won't count that as a figure, but you can do, but I'll count as basic figure as like the men, so 8. So you've got the Explorers 9. Take these bits and pieces with him. German guy 10. Oh, Grenadiers going. Got the old SAS soldier here. That'd be 11. Kit Bash diver 12. Superman 13. Get the old Grenadier Guard 14. It's one of the newest ones, which are pretty good. You had that officer there, that'd be 15. Then you had the old Space Rangers 16. The one what I made 17. Mike Powers 18. That Space Ranger number 19. Then you got the SAS key figure, which will be 20. Take his gloss. That'll be 20. Captain Zargon 21. Got a spare head for a body for the policeman outfit. Oh, for the policeman outfit. So when I get a spare body, that'll be 22, but call it 21 at the moment because it's not a full figure. And then you've got the basic figure 22. You've got the sportsman 23. You've got the guy inside, the green pilot 24. You've got another Space Ranger cloth one 25. And you've got a footballer up there, which I'll get down in a minute and I'll show you. And you've got another one in the cupboard there. So it'll be 26 and 27. So I've got 27 vintage action men I've been collecting for the last 2-3 weeks. And I've been like, you know, getting the figures together. So I'm almost happy with what I've got. Don't really need to get hardly any more. Might get the odd 1 or 2 like to complete the clothing, but apart from that I'm happy as it is. But let me get them other figures down, I'll show you. Back in a minute. And we're back in the room again. So yeah, the last 2 figures were another figure I had up there, which I got down, and the other footballer, which I had up there, and the kit come out for a little while and then had to get rid of it because of some dispute or something, I don't know why. But yeah, the other figure was the Pursuit Craft pilot. So that's another one I got. So that's 26 and 27. So that's the Pursuit Craft pilot, original, absolute wicked. Got his helmet, which I'm doing stuff up there about the goggles and visors. That's the Pursuit Craft. And this is the one which they had for a little while, and then they had to get rid of the kit because I think they had a dispute about the kit not being allowed or something like that, and I think that's the Newcastle kit, or I think so. But this kit is the 40th one, but it didn't get released. I don't know why, but it just didn't get released. But that is, I think that's the Newcastle kit, and that's why I've kept it. And I only sent out the odd one or two in the 40th line for that, so that was quite hard to get hold of that kit. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that, and it didn't have it in a box or anything. It's just like on the side in a packet, and I paid for it, and I was given away at the time. But I think they had to destroy him for some reason. I'm not too sure, but and it comes with his ball as well. So he's got his football, so that goes up there, and all this runs goes up in the upstairs. So yeah, that's my that is my Action Man collection what I've got so far. So it's pretty cool. So that's pretty good. So remember, a few weeks ago I only had 4 figures, Superman 1 and Dodgy Leg and all of them, and now I've just gone from like a few weeks ago and just gone bang, 27 Action Man vintage figures. The odd one or two 40th here and there, a Rick Pro box, pretty good, but I think all in all I think I'm happy with what I've got. I do like the old vintage Action Man. It is just British to me, because it was like a British made company back in the day, which is pretty cool. The boxes are really nice. I like the patterns and designs of them, of these, so it's pretty smart and hard to get hold of these things, but and the money of these are really going up in value. So and I was quite shocked. I was thinking like, damn, how come these are going up so much? Is it sought after? Because they was like from 1964 to about 1982, 83 I think, or 84. We had the 30th line come out, we had the 40th line come out, and then we had the 50th line come out 4 years ago. So only another few more years and it'll be the 60th line, if they do a 60th line. But it would be nice if they brought these out again with the Space Rangers and Zargon and Mike Powers and all of them again. If it come out again for the next younger generation, that'd be absolute wicked. But the young generation are on their computers or their phones and stuff, so it's a bit sad really, because it would be nice to pass this British generation toys down or show them how it was back in the day, because I'm sure a kid will like figures like this, play with. Not all kids will play on their mobile phones and laptops. They might like the Star Wars figures and stuff, but you know, as a kid like myself, still a big kid, 46, I like all this, and it's like my kind of generation who grew up with this kind of thing. So people like this, who know about this, will know these kind of lines. So these are quite sought after at the moment on eBay. If you look, put in vintage Action Man, search for it, and you'll be like, damn, you know, a basic figure like this without the clothes costs you a couple of quid, and I mean like 40, 50, 60 quid. And then you might get a figure like this with his gun and stuff. Someone's asking for like £200 just for a figure like that, and I've got 27 of them. So it's basically the condition as well, if it's nice and stuff, and if it's eagle eyes, if the head ain't been attached, if it talks okay and stuff, and if it's completed. So yeah, a figure like that on eBay will cost you probably about over 120 quid. There is another guy who's selling an Action Man like this loose, and it was like nearly 300-400 quid. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? It's like they are pricing that at the price, but is it what you want to pay for at the end of the day? It's like, it might be worth that, but is someone going to pay for that price? That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's down to the individual. If that person wants that price or that figure, they'll pay for that price if they really want it that bad. To me, I won't pay £300 for an Action Man. Star Wars I would, because it's quite rare stuff to get hold of, like the mini rigs like I showed you last week. But yeah, apart from that, it's if you're a collector and you want it, you'll buy it, no matter what. So yeah, so that's my vintage collection Action Man to show you guys these this week. Next week will be how I made this rubber suit. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I made this rubber suit, because it was on an Action Man. I peeled it off and it was laying next to him, so I showed you how I made it, and it's stretchified. So yeah, it's you can say it's a custom made rubber suit. I haven't got the original because the original was on the other guy. When I peeled it off, it would have completely destroyed the suit, so I thought, well, I'll leave it on now, do a suit, and then take it off, and then see what I get, and I made an actual rubber suit. Can't believe it, look, rubber. Anyway folks, that's the vintage Action Man today. Next week will be the suit. The week after that will be like unboxing of like parcel I've got in the post, and we'll leave it at that. So thank you for watching my collection of my vintage Action Man. To subscribe, you can click on this next video after this, and go onto Vimeo on demand. Check out my new film Our Manor, which is a sequel to Jack Southeast, which is on YouTube. Our Manor is a sequel to Jack Southeast. Free to watch Jack Southeast on YouTube, but you can pay to watch sequel to Our Manor on Vimeo on demand. Link is below. It won 5 awards in the film festivals, and I quite enjoyed doing it. And anyway, that is that. See you next time, and watch this video. There's many ways you can follow me on social media: Instagram, Mike's Chat, Facebook group, even subscribe to this page, even click that notification bell for the next video content coming up, or go to the about, email me if you've got anything to give away. Thanks very much, and see you next time.